Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a review for Scarecrow #1 from the Villains Month, and I guess I'll start off with my overall opinions of the book. Oh, by the way, the cover price for it is $3.99. This is the 3D cover for it. I paid just a little bit less than that for it, but okay. Overall opinions. Pretty much, this book was not bad. It wasn't bad, but I don't know if I can really recommend it, but I'll get into that later. It was a decent book. I really like the dialogue that goes on within Scarecrow, like within his head, with him to like talking to himself, like his thoughts. There are some good bits of dialogue, of like self-centered dialogue, you know. There are some good pieces of that within the first couple of pages. But what the book focuses around is pretty much the Scarecrow going. This is after Trinity War, of course. This is pretty much focuses on him going around the different sections of the city, meeting up with the other members of the Rogues Gallery, and talking to them and try to figure out exactly what's going on, trying to find the pieces of the puzzle, if you will. Anyway, like I said, the book is decent, and some of the people that he meets up with, this isn't really a spoiler. I'll get into spoilers later, but he meets up with a couple of people like him, Mr. Freeze, Ivy, those kind of people. But in this book, I don't really like Mr. Freeze's dialogue towards Scarecrow. I just don't like it, and they pretty much make Freeze almost into a cold-hearted killer. No pun intended. Either way, um, I don't like his dialogue at all, and he has kind of like this little mohawk thing going on. I'm not gonna be able to get that to focus in very well right there. I'm not a big fan of that. I would rather him just be bald. And speaking of Scarecrow's costume, really quick, it it didn't do it for me. I mean, it's all right with like the sack thing on his head with the noose around his neck. That's kind of cool, I guess. But he just needs the straw hat. He has to have the straw hat. That's just all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Um, either way, yeah, he's going around the city, like to the different sections, like the different sects of the city, talking to the other members of the Rogues Gallery and trying to find out information on what's going on. And it was decent. I probably just totally repeated myself there, but I'm not gonna edit that out because I'm not into that. But yeah, he's there are definitely some good pieces of art in here. Like there is some good illustrations, and before I show them and show exactly what happens, I'll give you guys a few seconds to exit out because it's we're going to be going into the spoiler zone, trademarked by Merry Makeup Geek. Yes, of course. Alright, so that should be plenty of time. And now I'm going to go into some of these spoilers with it. There isn't really much to spoiler. Yeah, there isn't much to spoil, tongue-tied there, about it. It's just the Joker going around with one of his lackeys from, I think it's Arkham or Blackgate. I think it's from Arkham. One of his lackeys trying to get information. The first person he meets up with is Freeze, and the dialogue between them is not very good at all. From the dialogue from Scarecrow was pretty good. The dialogue from Freeze is not that great. I'm not going to spoil too much, even in the spoiler section, because I want to leave you guys with something to read. But and then he goes into the Gotham. I think it's the Gotham Library. The Gotham Library. Yes, and he actually meets up with Riddler, and this is where the art kind of shines, really shines for me anyway, because there's this pretty awesome like orange or red and black contrast here. It's really cool. You gotta really see it for yourself. Um, but it's pretty cool. Um, yeah, I don't have much to say about this issue. But then they try to go meet up with Ivy, and they get attacked by actually the Joker. Not the Joker. Scarecrow's lackey's cousin, who's hyped up on Venom, and there's what that looks like right there. Kind of cool. But Killer Croc makes an appearance as well. He makes quick work of that. Quick work of that guy. They meet up with Ivy and have a couple of choice words, and pretty much Ivy's like, I know what you're doing here. You know, I went to everybody else, and before this, I know what you're doing. And the comic kind of ends on just a major cliffhanger. I mean, it's all leading up for Forever Evil Arkham War #1, which I'm going to be picking up. Issue #1 of Forever Evil itself, I didn't really care for, but Arkham War looks pretty good as like a tie-in to Forever Evil or whatever. It looks kind of cool, so I'm definitely going to be picking that up. And okay, my should you pick it up? If you like Scarecrow, if you're that into him, I'd say yes. There's not much story here. The story isn't really where it shines. Where the comic really shines is a few of the pages, the artwork in them, especially with the confrontation between Scarecrow and Riddler. There's a couple of good panels there of like with the orange and black contrast. It's something check. It's something worth. It's worth checking out. Definitely, it's worth checking out the comic. Um, I guess that's it. And I didn't spoil the very end, but it's kind of funny almost. But the 3D effect on the cover. Now that I have it actually out of the polybag from the last video, the 3D effect, it's alright. I mean, it's nothing special. I mean, it's like his hand right there moves very slightly, and the little crows, yeah, they barely move. But yeah, what can you do? But so yeah, guys, if you like Scarecrow, pick it up. If you're not that interested in him, don't worry about it. You're not missing anything. So, alright, guys, I guess that's it. Hope you liked it. See you guys later.